Hello, Superdean here, and yes, it's time for the intro. Again, it's nothing too bad, I've just messed up slightly. I do hint in this video about putting parts of the trailer in for this film. I'm not going to say anything to spoil it. But unfortunately, it didn't go very well as planned. I had a few problems. Nothing in YouTube. I had problems doing it myself. So I'm going to leave this video, and in the next one, I'm going to practice and make sure I get it right for then. So hopefully, in the next movie review I do, it'll be a lot better and look a bit more professional. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy it. See you later. Super Dean out. Hello, Super Dean here, and welcome to another Super Dean movie review. And this time, I'm doing it with Facecam. What do you think? I realise now I'm actually going to be taking up the whole of the screen, not normally in the bottom corner, which I've done in the previous video and other videos when I get around to doing it. I still have a cold. That's why I haven't done any lately, because I'm still bunged up and I sound so lovely and snotty. But yes, I have been to see the Joker movie today. It came out today. I say today, Friday. Hopefully get this video up today or be up tomorrow. Don't know why I'm doing that. But yes, I'm going to see that. I am a bit of a Joker fan, as you can clearly see with the t-shirt. I have a lot of Joker-themed literature, comic books. I have more, but this is as many as I can hold up at once. I also have this little chap. Hello! He had a head. This is a Joker little figurine, but never mind. Forget that. No, he's fallen on the floor too. Professional as always. But yes! Now, I'm going to be honest, because I've been struggling with this. This is about my 8th go at this review, because I'm kind of torn between if it was a good film or a bad film. Now, it was... If you look at it as a film, I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. This is the frustrating thing now. Normally, it's just me over the voice of posters, and you don't see me doing all this jazz and stuff. Oh yeah, as well. Hopefully, before I get to it, I'm going to try adding a bit more to this, having a bit of the trailer in the background every so often, just popping up, and then going oh, and then coming back down and going oh, to see if you like that look of it. If that works, yay! That's really, really good. If it doesn't work, then it's just going to be me talking to you in the gaming office with all my stuff surrounding me. Oh, and yes, that is a WWE title belt. I'm a WWE fan too. Off topic, but yes, so hopefully that all works well. So, I am torn between if it is a good film, because it is a very, very good film. Joaquin Phoenix, who plays the Joker, is very, very good. The other actors, who were good, there was, what's her name, Zazie Beetz? I hope I've said that wrong, sorry, Zazie Beetz, who was also Domino in Deadpool 2. She was good in the sort of character she played. There was the lady from American Horror Story, Frances Corroy, I think it is. I think I'm right in saying. I could be completely wrong. Other actors. There is a spoiler actor as well. I won't say it in a minute. I'll wait till I get to the spoiler section before I talk about him. But yes, they were all really, really good. Joaquin Phoenix was amazing, because apparently as well, he'd lost quite a lot of weight to play this character. As you clearly see, he is a very small, skinny man, which is ridiculous how I think actors will do that for a part. What else? Oh, the cinematography, that was really good as well. The setting, how it was 1960s Gotham. Again, you're back in Gotham. It's the Joker, it has to be Gotham. That was really good. The soundtrack was really good. All the music, all that just fit perfectly. The way it was filmed and done, that was really clever. Some of the sort of scenes, how that intertwined and stuff was really, really good. The thing I didn't like, because I'm a bit of a Joker fan, I'm a bit of a big Joker fan if I'm honest, I didn't really like it. I don't know what I kind of went in expecting, because I didn't watch any of the trailers. I never watch the trailers now. If I see a film I like or a game I like, I don't watch trailers. I just wait till it comes out and then go and watch it, which I'll always recommend to do, is don't watch trailers, because it spoils it. Really does. And it's starting to annoy me a little bit now how people on YouTube are doing like trailer reactions, because that spoils it too. I know it's to get that bait and go, oh, we get excited for the film, but it does so much nowadays. Even I've watched the trailer for this recently now, and there is a good couple of chunks in there with kind of not big spoilers in it, but definitely stuff that's probably should be kept a little bit quieter. The main argument for that was I don't know if I've talked about this before, was the Resident Evil 5 argument. When that game came out, I'm a massive Resident Evil fan, as you know. I watched all the trailers, all the reviews and stuff, and when it came out, I'd seen everything. Pretty much every little bit and bob. All the kind of big scenes were spoilt from reviews and trailers, which ruins it. Anyway, off topic. So, where am I going? Yeah, it is a good film. If you can, do go watch it. If you are a superhero fan, if you like superhero movies, go watch it. It's a bit more of a... what's the word I'm thinking of? A realistic, grittier... You know, like I think it's Christopher Nolan Batman. I hope I'm saying that right. The Christian Bale Batmans, I'll say. Christian Nolan, I don't know what I'm talking about. When they made that quite realistic and gritty, tried to pull it in and stuff. This film, I think, was even more so than that. If that was quite there, if that was Batman in the realistic gritty there's a Joker even further up the wall. If you are not really into it, because when I went to go see this, I took my dad with me. Super dad came with me, not super wife, because I didn't think she'd enjoy this film. And probably, I am quite right, I don't think she'd enjoyed it at all, because it was quite a lot of... It was very slow to start, and it got built, and then at the end, it was all built up and stuff, and that was really good. The last sort of half hour of the film was really good. But I think it was quite a slow start, and like me being a comic, I understood what was going on. If you don't understand that, it's going to be sort of like a, oh, is it done yet? Are we still sort of watching it and stuff? So yeah, so overall, it is a good film, but a lot of people, from what I've heard and stuff, on the other side of the fence, a lot of people saying, oh, it's really, really good. That's one guy. Oh, it's really, really good, and oh, it's not a good film at all. It is a good film. He's a really good actor. And if you go watch it, just go watch it for him, because he was really, really good. But this is where I'm stuck again. I'll get into the spoiler section, but like, I've got my whole... I've done this weird thing now. Super reviewing. Is it super light, super loved, super light, super okay, super meh, and super poor, or super bad? I think I said, to be honest. No, super poor, not super bad. I don't want to say super meh, and I don't want to say super light, but it doesn't feel good saying super okay. I'll have to give a super okay for now, and but might rethink this and come back in a few weeks and change it and give it a different review. But for now, it has to be super okay. Not because it's a bad film. This is my opinion. Being as a big Joker fan, I didn't like it. That's why it's super okay. 'Cause it's not. It is a really good film. Please go watch it for Joaquin Phoenix. He was really, really good in it. I can't say that enough. He was great. But just overall, it was a bit. I don't know. But yes. So we'll get into the spot now. I can talk about everything, because it literally has just come out today. This film. It came out today in UK. So I don't want to go into massive spoiler territory right at the start. That's why I've been waffling for 6 minutes. But yeah. See, again, this is the bit I keep getting stuck at when I'm doing it. As I said earlier, it's like my 8th go at this. I don't like how they've portrayed the mental illness side, because as in the comic books, see, I grew up with Batman in the animated universe, the animated series. Universe. I'm talking about bloody Marvel. Yes, I grew up with that. I grew up with Mark Hamill voicing the Joker, and I was really at that how, again, because it was a cartoon, he was even more sort of like animated and sort of bigger and crazier and stuff. And from that and the comic books, I had a kind of Joker in my head. I've always had this Joker in my head. He was a very intelligent man. He's a very clever man. He knows he's clever. He knows he's smarter than everybody else, and it's kind of made him crazy. But this way, how they turned it out to say, oh, he's like this because of mental illness, because of this and that and stuff, it definitely felt a bit sort of... I can't think of the word to describe it, but it didn't seem... People who have mental illness... I don't want to say having a dig at people with mental illnesses, because I don't think that's what the film was getting at, but to me it felt very awkward watching it at parts when he obviously, you know, it's a scene because something's going wrong with his head. It felt like that, and it felt very sort of like, I don't know what I should be feeling at this point, like crossing your arms, crossing your legs, like I don't know what to do or really what you think watching it, because it did feel, the kind of best I can describe it, because he the way they portray his laugh, it's not because he's doing it because he finds it funny. He's laughing because he can't stop it. He has a mental illness. That's why he's going laughing so much. And at one point, there's a lady sat on the bus with a child. The kid's turning around being a kid, and he's like not playing with the kid, but trying to make the kid laugh, which he does. Mum turns around, goes, "Stop annoying my child," and he goes, "But I was making him laugh." "Oh, stop annoying him." And because of that, he starts to laugh. He hands her a card. The card explains when he's in an awkward situation, he laughs and he can't stop himself. Which is like, okay, but it just seemed sort of the card glossed over it all and stuff. And then other times in the film when he was starting to sort of, he just lost his job, and that bit was coming up, and then he was in this train with 3 guys who were starting to wind him up, beat him up and stuff. He was laughing because he couldn't stop because they were trying to chat up this lady. I realise I'm speaking quite fast. I need to slow down because I'm trying to get it all out to not forget anything. That happens, and he kills all these 3 men, and he's not laughing. He laughs at the sort of start, and he kills them, and then it's kind of just sort of, it's gone. And then suddenly later on, it's back again, and it's gone. It seemed to be very convenient. That's the one I'm thinking of, probably. Convenient for the story. That 1 minute, oh, he can't stop laughing, he can't stop laughing. Next minute, he's like, you don't know, dead straight pan face, nothing. Because he says like awkward situations. That's what I'm probably thinking of. He says when he's in an awkward situation, he laughs. There was a lot of awkward situations I thought he was in, wasn't laughing. Other ones, which it seemed to suit the scene, he laughed in. There was other bits where he met up with, what's Bruce Wayne's dad? Thomas Wayne, Jesus. He met up with Thomas Wayne because apparently he thought he was his father. Big spoiler there. And then he started to laugh, and he punched him in the face because he thought he was laughing at him. That seemed to work. There was other bits where his mum had a stroke, caused from policemen interview him, wasn't laughing. He thought he'd be laughing there, because even the policeman questioned his laughing thing. Said, "Hey, you think you'd be laughing now because you can't deal with these awkward situations. And he wasn't. He was just like, no, walked off. Did like a comic thing of walking into a glass door that didn't open because it was exit only. And then that, to me, would be a sort of situation I'd kind of see where he'd be laughing because it was awkward. He didn't know what to do. But nope, straight pan, face. I won't get to the two bits I genuinely love in this film. The kind of love interest, which was I forget her name. I've said it earlier on. Zizi. Oh, why do people have awkward names? Zazie Beetz, because she was in it. Deadpool Captain Gemini. She was in it. Domino Gemini. I'm talking rubbish. She was his love interest, which I didn't realise. Joker having love interest. I always assumed Joker didn't really love anyone. They loved him, but apparently he loved her. And then midway through the film, like all this happening with her. Apparently, he's made love to her, looking after the kid and stuff. He goes. His mum's died. His mum's dying, and he goes and sits in her flat. She walks in, like scared, like, "Who are you? Who are you doing in this house? Oh, have you been in the wrong house?" And I was like, thinking, like, "What's going on? Why does she not know him? Maybe it's like a twin sister or something." Turns out that he'd been making it up all along, and now I thought that was quite a good twist. I didn't realise. A lot of people who have talked about it said, "Oh yeah, that was quite obvious." That I didn't click on that. I thought that was a good bit. That saying that he just put this in his mind, thinking that was his girlfriend and stuff, and that she was with him, but she wasn't there. And again, spoiler, she killed her. The other bit I really liked, because Robert De Niro's in this movie. Had no idea Robert De Niro was in this movie. Not until I actually got to the cinema, was looking at the movie times, all this is the time I'm going for, and it said there, Joaquin Phoenix, that Zazie Beetz lady, and then Robert De Niro. I'm like, when was he in it? When was this announced? But then he was really good in it too. I didn't want to announce that early one because that's technically a spoiler because he's been kept quiet. But yes, he was really good. It's kind of a Jay Leno style of character, being the sort of chat show host where Joker wanted to be on that with him and laugh and make jokes and stuff. Oh yeah, before I get to that bit, the other good scene I thought was when Joker, because one of the origin stories that I know of and really love is he's a failed comedian. He tries to be a comedian, doesn't work out. They bring that bit in. That's the bit that annoys me too. I'm remembering now. Remembering. When they bring him in and stuff, and he's trying to on the stage making jokes and stuff. When he first gets on, because it's an awkward situation, he's laughing. He can't stop himself laughing. I've just broke my chair. What the hell? Oh no, I've just fixed my chair apparently because it does that thing where it leans back. There we go, I've locked it now. Great stuff, professional as always. But yes, where was I? Because he goes on stage, he's laughing his head off because he can't tell a joke. He's nervous and stuff, and he tells some bad jokes. Doesn't really, in his mind, it's worked perfectly. Obviously, it didn't work perfectly. He was just in his head. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've done really well. Everyone loved it." But in real life, no one loved it. And then this Robert De Niro's character gets hold of the video, which is weird because it's set in the 1960s, and the video, like, it kind of goes viral. I guess the best way of describing it, it's like one of those viral videos that you see of like kittens, or the best one I can think of is the cat that hiccups and farts at the same time. That went viral, went massive, millions and millions of people watched it. I'll never have that, but still, it kind of felt like that. And then that's how he got hold of the footage as a bad comedian. That's how he ended up on the show, because he wanted to take the mick out of him for being a bad comedian. Which didn't feel sort of like, how would he got hold of that in that kind of time? No one would have been filming at that time. Maybe would have heard of it by word of mouth, but he wouldn't have actually seen footage of it, because why would they be filming it? Yeah, so anyway, he gets on the show. He's planning to I think he's planning to end it all on the show. He's going to talk to this guy and then kill himself, because he's been referencing this whole blowing his head off the whole way through the film. Spoilers. And he gets there, starts talking, and gives quite a big kind of monologue. Because during all this, because he's killed, I mentioned the 3 people earlier on, 3 very rich people he killed. It started a movement and stuff, and everyone's using this kind of the whole Batman Joker vigilante kind of thing as a good guy. When obviously we know he's not a good guy; he's a bit of a bad guy. Saying all that, and so he comes on dressed as the Joker. Says, "Can you even announce me as the Joker? Because you called me that so long ago." Because he doesn't even remember calling him a Joker. And he says, "Oh, did I? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we'll do that for you, bub. Yeah, we'll call you Joker." Comes on, gets into the whole character and stuff. Gets to the bit where he says, you got a joke for me, because he's been practicing it beforehand, saying, "Oh, I got knock knock. Oh, what's this joke? Oh, my life." Boom, blows his head off. Doesn't get to that. Tells a joke about running a child over or something, which is made me laugh. Probably should have made me laugh so loud in the cinema, but I did kind of laugh out loud at that bit because I wasn't expecting a joke like that. Some people criticise him. Then he starts going in about, "Oh, everything went wrong since I killed those 3 people." He talks about killing other people, about his mother and stuff, and then he just says, "You all these bad people and stuff. You all these people who doesn't care about anything." Bits of a big monologue or something, which didn't really kind of suit the Joker for me, but it's okay. And bang, blows his head off, and then that's kind of the end of the film. He's obviously then being taken away in the police car. He sees everybody outside. They're all like, "Yay, Joker, you're the best. Yay," which to me, again, obviously this is the kind of a different origin of Joker. This is how kind of everyone likes him and stuff, and then you realise later on that he's just crazy because he just starts killing people and people and people. Yeah. But yeah, that happens and stuff, and he gets arrested again. He's talking to the psychiatrist he was talking to from earlier on. He ends up killing her, walking out quite happy to the what's that Frank Sinatra song? I'll probably put it on if I can. So yeah, it was a good film. I feel like I've just rambled, to be quite honest, for the last like 8 minutes. I don't know if I got my point across. Because again, I don't know. I liked the film. It was a good film in my eyes, but just as a Joker fan, it didn't kind of hit the mark for me. Like in the previous Joker films, where Jack Nicholson in the first one, I didn't particularly like that one. But yeah, it's quite an old film now, because quite being a young person, not young, I'm 31. But I didn't particularly like him in that film. I wasn't a massive fan of Heath Ledger. Now don't get me wrong, he was a good Joker. I like what he did. I just didn't particularly love it. It didn't connect with me. I'm one of these Muppets who likes. I didn't mind Jared Leto. I felt a bit bad for him because you didn't really get to see him because he was in Suicide Squad. You didn't get to see him do any much Joker because a lot of it, from what I heard, was cut out and stuff. And what you did see, it was only sort of hinted at of what he maybe could have done and stuff. We didn't really get that chance to go, "Oh, I'm the Joker," but no. And then like he was really good. He was a good Arthur, Joaquin Phoenix. But then sort of the Joker came out, and it just seemed to sort of. I don't know. I wanted it to go somewhere. In my eyes, I wanted it to go over there, and the film went over there. It went that way. But my idea for what I kind of hoped was over there somewhere, sat in the corner, going, "Come on this way, yeah!" And it was over there. So I don't know if I can sort of describe it really. I've no idea if me cutting bits and bobs of the trailer in and out of this is going to work, but we'll see. Wire. So yeah, a bit of a weird review. I do apologise. It's not what I normally do. I normally have an idea. I might come back to this in a week or two. I might go watch the film again, to be quite honest, to get more of an idea. But at the minute, it's a good film, but it's an okay interpretation. That's the good word I'm thinking of. Interpretation of the Joker. For me, it wasn't the best, but by far, it's not the worst interpretation of the Joker. I don't know what. I'm trying to think what could the worst interpretation of the Joker be. I don't think there really has been a really bad one. I know probably people say, "Oh, Dean, obviously it's Jared Leto," but no, I didn't mind him too much. For me, without being too, I probably took Jack Nicholson with me. I never liked him in that film. I didn't like him at all as Joker. But that's just my opinion, and it's up to you. What do you think? Who do you think is the best Joker? Who do you think is the best all-round Joker from the Mark? Again, probably in my eyes, Mark Hamill. Thinking about it now, is the best Joker. I admit he only does the voice of the Joker, but he's voiced him in all the animated. He's voiced him in most of the games. He just has it. He's just perfect. I think he is. Just have him as the Joker. When you see, I'm getting off topic again. I'm really sorry. I'll be quick. He's in the Flash as the Trickster. Just bring him in as the Joker. Don't need him as the Trickster. You can just clearly see him in that when he's in the TV series for a couple of episodes. He's the Joker. He's not the Trickster. He's the Joker. So yeah. Oh, this has been a random one. 17 minutes I've been doing this for. It's going to be a long one, so I do apologise. I'll put this up as it is. It's going to be longer because I'm going to add some trailer stuff in, so it's going to be even longer. It's going to be like a 20-minute video. Sorry. So, yes, I'll leave it there. Again, it's a super okay film. It nearly super liked. It's nearly super liked, but definitely super okay. It's not super meh. It's by nowhere near super meh. But definitely super okay. And end it there. So, thank you for watching, listening, and watching me for the first time and doing this. I'm probably going to do this for most of my movie reviews from now on. It's quite cool. I like doing it. I like talking to you. I am going to sort this mask out as well. I've had a few comments saying it's very small. I can't see your eyes, Dean. And I do, looking at myself now in the camera, it is quite. You can't see me. You're like, no eyes. Okay, so such an idiot. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Superdean out. Stop the video. Oh.